Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore was born in 1881 as the son of Kendra and Percival, and he grew up as a half-blood wizard in a town called Mold on the Wold. Later, he moved with his family to Godric's Hollow. When Dumbledore's sister, Ariana, was a young child, she was attacked by a group of young Muggle boys. The shock of this attack left Ariana traumatized and in need of constant care. In response, their father sought revenge on the Muggles, attacking them. When Albus's father was apprehended, he refused to explain why he had attacked the Muggles and was sentenced to Azkaban, where he later died. According to rumors, Dumbledore's boggart is the corpse of his sister, Ariana. Albus Dumbledore had the ability to make himself invisible without using the invisibility cloak and to perform magic without using a wand. The Tale of the Three Brothers was Albus Dumbledore's favorite bedtime story. And what about Aberforth's? Of course, it was the Tale of the Three Brothers. The producers of Harry Potter initially offered the role of Dumbledore to Ian McKellen, also known as Gandalf, after Richard Harris, who portrayed Dumbledore in the first two films, passed away. However, McKellen declined the offer. Years later, during an appearance on a BBC program, McKellen explained why he turned down the role. He mentioned that the reason for refusing the role was Richard Harris, who had once criticized several actors, including McKellen, by saying, "Their acting techniques are excellent, but they lack passion." McKellen, asserting that he couldn't take on a role left unfinished by an actor who didn't approve of his acting, stated, "When they called me and asked if I wanted to be in the Harry Potter films, I had a pretty good idea which character they were calling about. I couldn't play a role that wasn't approved by an actor who didn't appreciate my acting." He clarified why he didn't accept the role of Dumbledore unequivocally. When asked by the host, "So, could you have been Dumbledore?" McKellen humorously replied, "Sometimes when I see posters of Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore magnificently, I think it's me." Grindel's great-aunt, Bathilda Bagshot, introduced Dumbledore and Grindel. Richard Harris, the first Dumbledore, had difficulty remembering his lines. Daniel Radcliffe, who portrayed Harry Potter, helped him by memorizing his lines under the pretext of rehearsing. The scar on Dumbledore's left knee is shaped like the London Underground map. Dumbledore discovered 12 uses of dragon's blood. Dumbledore's patronus is a phoenix. Despite claiming to see a pair of socks when looking into the mirror of Erist, the greatest desire of Hogwarts headmaster wasn't actually that. He lied because what he truly saw was his family alive, healthy, and together once more, as revealed by J.K. Rowling. According to Ron's Aunt Muriel, Dumbledore's mother's bloodline was of Muggle descent. The role of Albus Dumbledore was offered to Patrick McGoohan, but due to health reasons, he declined the offer. Richard Harris, however, accepted the role after his 11-year-old granddaughter threatened not to speak to him again if he didn't, and he passed away a few weeks before the release of the Chamber of Secrets film. Dumbledore granted Dobby the permission to address him as an eccentric old man if he wished. Albus Dumbledore first mentioned his brother Aberforth in the book Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. When asked in an interview which Harry Potter character she would like to have dinner with, J.K. Rowling answered, "Albus Dumbledore," to ask for his advice. Dumbledore used an old teapot to create a portkey in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. When J.K. Rowling read the screenplay for The Half-Blood Prince, she noticed a line and warned the producers. The line stated that Dumbledore had once been in love with a girl when he was young. J.K. Rowling revealed that Dumbledore was gay and that his only romantic relationship was with Grindel, whom he later defeated in a wand duel. She made this revelation during a promotional event for the final book. In the flashback scene where Dumbledore visits the young Tom Riddle at the orphanage, a photograph in Tom Riddle's room depicts the location where Dumbledore and Harry went to find the third Horcrux. You probably know that Dumbledore used to be the Old English name for a bumblebee. Albus means white, fitting with the famous professor's beard. Percival comes from a legendary knight in King Arthur's castle, mentioned in a war story. Wulfric means wolf power. Brian, an ancient Celtic name, means noble. It's believed that J.K. Rowling drew inspiration from former headmaster Alfred Dunn when creating the character of Albus Dumbledore. Dumbledore can speak Mermish and many other languages. He understands Parseltongue but can't speak it. Despite not being able to speak it, Albus Dumbledore was skilled in Parseltongue, as noted by J.K. Rowling. We're not entirely sure why Albus learned this language. Perhaps as the headmaster of Hogwarts, he wanted to better understand Voldemort. Dumbledore was 115 years old when he died. The only grave at Hogwarts belongs to Albus Dumbledore,